Hello, welcome back, welcome to my house and welcome to my channel. Remember that in the previous video I teach you how you are going to continue making these rows. Remember that I gave you homework. Well, now as soon as we finish these 2 rows or 1 row if you made it according to the case, according to the size that you are making these shoes for, well, we are going to continue. For now, I'm going to show you how we are going to finish these beautiful baby shoes. Remember that if you want to buy and use the same materials that I use in all my videos, you can visit my online store www.lauracepeda.es. Well, I made my homework and I finished the rows that I need. For now we are going to fold in half and we are going to divide. From here we are going to count 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So we are going to insert our hook in the 7th. So now we are going to count the same number in the other side. Remember that from here we count 6. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And in the 7th we are going to insert our hook. Well, here's where we are going to continue. We are going to add this thread. And remember, I'm making this in the 7th stitch. And please make sure that you are in the same side where you finish. Look, here's where I finish. So here's where I'm going to start. Also, a tip that I gave you is that before you start you leave a long thread so we can hide through all of this and it will be more easier. Okay, so we are going to start here. We are going to make the instep, this part of the shoe. We are going to make a rib stitch. So we are making this part, remember, the instep. And we are going to make the rib stitch, remember, taking just below, the back part of the chain. And without counting the first loop, we are going to start from there counting 12.
4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
11th and 12th. Well, remember, 6 from one side and 6 from the other side. Well, not from here. We are going to go up with 2 chains. We are going to skip 1 because this is the stitch where we start. Remember? So now we are going to take it in relief like this. We are going to put the hook in the back and we are going to make double crochet. Take 1, take 2 in relief. So the next 2 we are going to take it by putting the hook in the front. So we are going to make 2 double crochets by placing the hook in the back and 2 by placing the hook in front. And we are going to make it in relief. Remember that we are making double crochets. And like this until we finish the 12 stitches that we made before. Remember, we are going to make 1 in each stitch, 2 taking it from the back and 2 taking it from the front. Well, here at the end we are just going to take this one, we are going to take 1 and we are just going to make a double crochet to finish this row. Well, at the end, turn around, we will go up with 2 chains and now we are going to repeat. Remember, the ones that we took it from the back, we are going to continue placing the hook in the back, and the ones that we take it for the front, we are going to continue taking in the front. So we are going to repeat these rows, and like you can see here, we are creating these little pleats that we have also in the blue shoe. Remember, this is the magic and the secret of this beautiful stitch. So easy, right? Well, like this, we are going to continue until we have 5 rows. Remember that the last stitch we are going to make a simple double crochet. Well, we already have 1, 2, 3, so we have to make 2 more. But let me check. I think we have to make 6 rows instead of 5, as I told you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yes, 6 rows. So we are going to continue like we were making before, and see you when I finish to make these 6 rows. Well, at the end, if you count also this split, you will have 7 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So, well, when you finish to make the rows that you need, and you are sure you are going to cut your thread, please, it has to be a long thread. You are just going to pull. Well, also in this side we leave a long thread. So now you will see what we are going to do. Take the wrong side of your shoe, fold it, and now with our embroidery needle we are going to join the instead with the base. So we are going to take one stitch from here. We have to count how many stitches we have to join before we made a mistake. We have to match these stitches with the ones that we made in the top. So we are going to join 6. So by making this, taking one stitch from here and one from the other side, is like we are going to sew without creating any pleat. So this is a secret tip that I give you in all my videos, because it looks beautiful. You can barely see where you join. So I highly recommend to use this technique in all your projects. Count your stitches. I think one is missing and 6. So this is how I finished to sew. At the end we are going to make some more stitches here to make sure that this won't undo. And now that we are here, we are going to also hide this thread through all our project like this. So we are going to hide it through all our project, and you will see that you won't see it. But we are making this to make sure that this won't undo. So bring them through, and now this thread you can cut it. So we are going to repeat the same also in the other side, okay, with the long thread that we leave. Remember? Well, we are going to repeat the same. We have to count the stitches that we are going to join, and we have to perfectly match the stitches of the top with the stitches from the bottom, and we are going to follow the same technique. Okay, well, so I'm going to finish and see you when I finish. Remember that at the end, also hide your thread by passing by your embroidery needle through your project and cut the thread that you have left. So, well, see you when I finish to sew. Well, here I'm finishing to join and to hide this thread that I have left. So at the end I'm just going to cut. So now that I finished, I'm going to come back to the right side of our shoes like this. Remember that we were sewing and we were joining in the wrong side. Well, now we have this part. To continue, we have this loop here. Remember that we leave it there and hold. So when we finish to make this part, we will continue. Well, here where we finished, we are going to go up with 2 chains, and now we are going to continue making the half double crochet, 1 in each stitch. We are going to continue like this until we arrive to the instep that we just made, because there we are going to make a reduction. We are going to reduce there. Right here, just 1 stitch before the last one, we are going to leave the last loop in hold. We are going to leave 4 loops in hold, and once we have all of them together, we are going to bring them through. So now bring them through, and now we are going to continue like we were making before. Remember, we are going to continue making this stitch in relief. And also we are going to repeat the same in the other side, okay? We are going to reduce 3 stitches in one. Well, this is a secret that I will share with all of you, but I made a mistake and I don't want you to make it. I will share it. Look, here instead of having 3 pleats like I made here, I have 2. So you have to take care and take that into account. If you are going to start by taking the hook from the back, you are going to repeat the same in the other shoe. So it's very important that we pay attention in that, and that remember with which stitch relief we start, so we can make them the same. Well, for now, let's continue. I wanted to share this little mistake with all of you so you can take this into account. It's very important actually. So, well, let's continue. Also, I'm glad that I made this mistake so you can remember, you can have it in your mind. But remember, here we are going to make the reduction. We are going to leave these loops in hold and the last from here. So we are going to bring them through, and now we are going to continue making half double crochet all around. Like this, we are going to make 2 rows more. We are going to reduce here and in the other side. So like this, we are going to make 2 rows more. See you when I finish to make these rows, okay? So you have homework. I just want to make sure here I am in the next row. Remember, 1 stitch before we finish, and right here where we made the reduction, we are going to leave and hold, and also the next stitch right next to the reduction. So once we have these 4 loops, we are going to bring them through all together, and then we are going to continue in relief. Then after this, we are going to continue and we are going to repeat in the other side too. For now, we have to make, this is the first row out of the 2 rows that I told you, so we are going to make 1 more like this one, and see you there. Well, at the end of these 2 rows, we are going to continue making and using the same stitch all around. And look here, when you insert your hook in the stitch of the stitch, not where we start, well, we are creating this part. So it looks really good with a really good finish. It gives a special touch. Now we are going to continue crocheting in relief, making the same stitch that we made in the instep. So we are going to make 2 by placing the hook in the back, and then 2 by placing the hook in the front, and then again 2 from the back and 2 for the front, and like this all around our project. Now we are not going to reduce anymore. I will leave recording so you can see how it is for a few minutes more. I want that everything is clear. As you could see, we are making a single crochet in all the shoe, but we are applying in different ways, right? In relief, also half double crochet, and there are a lot of many other ways that we can use this simple stitch, but we can change it a little bit and it will look amazing too. Well, we are going to continue, remember, using the same stitch. Well, let's continue making this. Well, if we count from here is where we start making the relief stitches, right in the 5th row, so you can take this as a reference too. Well, we are going to continue like this and see you when I'm about to finish this row. At the end, slip 1 to close, and now we are going to go up again, but from here, since we start, we are going to take it in relief. And now let's go up with 2 chains. And now I'm going to continue in relief. I'm going to using the same stitch. Remember, if you take it the last from the front, you are going to take it from the front, and if you take it from the back, you are going to take it from the back, and we are going to make 2 together. Like this, we are going to make 5 rows, and at the end we are going to make the picot. To give it a final touch, you can use also this stitch or you can leave it like that. It's up to you, but I think it looks pretty, right? Well, for now I'm going to continue making these rows. Remember, we are going to make 5 until we have something like this. But see you in the 4th row to teach you how we are going to make the 5th row with the picot. Okay, so see you there. Well, here I am in the 4th row, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm about to start the 5th row. Right away, remember we are going to take the stitch in relief, and like we are going to make the picot, we will go up with the first 2 chains of the beginning and then 3 more chains for the picot. 1, 2, and 3. Then come back and in the 3rd, insert your hook and bring them through. So this is how we made the picot. Now we are going to make the next one like this, and then we are going to repeat the picot in the pleats that we have here. So right here we are going to repeat again, we are going to make the picot. As you could see, we are going to alternate the picots and we are just going to make them where we have these pleats. Okay, so we are going to continue the whole row until we finish to make the final row. This is the 5th row, remember. And well, here you can make the stitch that you want. You can use a different one if you want the picot more small. When instead of making 3 chains, we are going to make 2, and they will look even more smaller. Or you can make a just crab stitch, or just leave it like that, or make single crochet row. But I think they look pretty, right? And at the end you can put a ribbon to decorate this shoe. Well, I'm going to continue and see you when I'm about to finish this row. Well, I'm about to finish. I'm finishing the last stitch in relief. I just want you to know how I finished. So look, here at the end, I'm just going to join this stitch with the last one I have. I'm going to slip one to close, and I'm just going to cut the thread, and later I will hide this thread with embroidery needle through all my project. So we've finished. If you want, you can make more rows and you can fold like this. I think it also looks so pretty, but well, I just want you to make it as simple as possible so you can see the different possibilities that we have. So well, I'm going to use the same technique that I teach you before, where I hide all my threads like this. I found this technique very easy, so this is a tip that I gave you. You will see that it's very easy and useful, and with this I'm sure your projects won't undo. Oh well, here it is. At the end I just got all the loosened threads that we have here, and I'm going to use the same technique with the ribbon. So I'm going to use the embroidery needle to pass through all my project, and at the end I can make a beautiful bow here right in the front. So I'm going to use the same technique. As you see, it's very easy to make this, and this will be ready to use it. Okay, with this we'll finish. I hope that you have liked this video, and now let's see how do you look. You can also put some bottoms here, a brooch, but in this case I'm going to use a ribbon so you can see that with something simple look beautiful too. Also, I was thinking that you can put some bonbons here in the front or some flowers. Please let me know what other idea you have. Wait, before I finish, I wanted to tell you how many centimeters it's the base of my shoe so you can have an idea. It's 9 centimeters, and I made this a little bit more bigger, I guess. I don't know why. So it's almost 10 centimeters. So please be careful. I think that I crocheted this pink shoe more loose. But well, now you learn from the mistakes. I don't want that this happen to you too. But well, please leave me here in the comments below what other idea you have to decorate these beautiful shoes. Well, now let's see how they look. Well, so what do you think? I hope that you have enjoyed making this beautiful braid with me. Remember that always the main purpose of my videos is that you find something beautiful to make, something beautiful to give, or if you want, you can start your own business by creating these simple but beautiful ideas for and you can earn some money, alright? You can use just a few material that you have left from previous videos, and you can create something like this, so beautiful, that can be perfectly for a gift, as I told you, or you can start your own business. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. Remember that this is the second part. Here in the description box down below, I will share the link of the first part so you can see it whole. I divided because I didn't want to make this video too long and I didn't want it to lose your attention, okay? But thank you so much one more time for watching this video, for subscribing, and for leaving all your beautiful comments. I read all of them, but sometimes it is difficult for me to answer all of them. But please keep me writing. As soon as I read them, I will answer back, I promise. Don't forget to follow me on my social media too, and see you very soon. Thank you. I love you so much. Bye.